And we are in live at 9. James Phillips here on WJLX. It's a Thursday morning, and got a special guest with me today who I think is going to try to join me about once a week. Is my beautiful wife, Andrea Phillips. They can't see you real well right now. Go. Yep, there you go. I don't know. You look good, though. There you go. Tell us good morning there.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great morning.
I just finished with the show on the other station, and then ran in here to start live at 9. And then I do want to go ahead and say before we get started, tomorrow morning got a special live at 9 lined up. My buddy Matt Mitchell's going to be here. Everybody knows Matt from SEC Shorts and doing all the things that he does online. Quite the content creator. And we're going to be talking about the Frog Festival in Summerton. Because that's coming up this weekend. Matt's a East Walker guy like me, and we want to play up the Frog Festival and let everybody know to come out to it and have a good time in Summerton this weekend.
Mm-hmm. We love the Frog Festival. We're also from Summerton, and it seems to always happen around October 7th, which was my dad's birthday, so I always put those two things together. But like they have some great food, so if y'all are looking for some good food, come out to the Frog Festival.
Yeah, what's the thing that everybody stands in line for forever? It's like it's something on a stick.
It's something on a stick, like rib on a stick. Or
yeah,
something
I
like
think
that.
it's a rib on. It's some kind of meat on a stick. I don't know what type of
line. So go ahead and get in line for that.
Yeah. Like you might want to stand in line now for Saturday because there's always a long line. And the lemonade there, I don't know who it is that does the lemonade.
Good.
It's
they
always
have those
good.
Fried pork rinds
Oh,
in a
yeah.
bag. Yeah.
Shoot, now you're getting me hungry.
Oh, I also want to mention, go see Erica. She's got the candied apples.
Oh, yeah, Erica Williams will be there. And I don't know if her husband, Rodney Hot Rod, is going to be selling barbecue or not. I think he does sometimes. But, man, Erica makes some caramel apples and candied apples that are out of this world. Now, they're about $10.
They're expensive.
But they're huge. They're huge apples. They're about the size of a pumpkin. And got stuff all over them. They're so good, and she's got all different kinds, and she usually sells out of those pretty quick, too. So if you want one, you better get there early. All right, now this morning we got several things we're going to talk about. Been trying to talk Andrea into coming on once a week, and what we want to do is kind of highlight some things that we go through in life that people keep up with on Facebook and things like that. And this month in particular, there's several things that October is Awareness Month for that are things that have hit us right in the face or in other areas. And one of those is breast cancer awareness that everybody knows about is October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Andrea,
that's definitely been something.
Yeah.
Been in our minds lately.
Yeah, for the last year, Andrea has fought breast cancer, and she's cancer-free now, which is a great thing. And then it's also one of the things that we had in our earlier parts of our marriage that was a big thing, and still can weigh on us at times is Infant Loss Month awareness. So that's one thing that we want to talk about too. And then it's also Mental Health Awareness Month as well. So. It's a day where this is a month where there's a lot of things going on, and mental health hits a lot of people in our family. Infant loss is a big thing. We actually have had 5 infant losses over the years between miscarriages and one stillbirth, and then breast cancer awareness. So it's a lot there.
It's a lot in 1 month.
Yeah, but what we are hoping to do is each week have somebody to come in to talk about those things. And so I'm going to get on the horn today. And if you guys are listening or watching, if you know somebody who has fought breast cancer, if you know somebody who's had infant losses, if you know somebody who's gone through mental health issues that want to tell their story, please let us know, because we would love to share that, either have them come in studio or they can send a message. It can be anonymous, just anything. We want to use this as a time that can reach out and help other people, as well as just kind of get things off our chest, I think.
Okay. Do you want me to tell our story about our losses?
No, we'll wait until we'll do that on the day that we focus on infant loss.
Okay.
How about that?
We'll wait.
But now you said we're going to keep today kind of lighthearted.
Okay, that's good because I didn't want to go into
Yeah,
that.
we don't want to go into anything. We want to stay positive today and stay lighthearted. But one thing that you texted me right before we went on the air, you had taken Zuzu to school this morning, and evidently something embarrassing happened, and I don't even know what it is, so I'm a little afraid to ask you to tell it on the air because I don't know if you should be censored or not yet. But if you want to tell us what happened that was embarrassing this morning.
I thought I'd go ahead and tell this story in case there's any other moms out there or parents out there that has had this happen. I'm in line, dropped Zuzu off at Memorial Park School, and as she's getting out, I realized that the pumpkin we had got last night at the grocery store was still in the car, in the floorboard of the car.
Right.
So she was going to have to climb over it to get it out of the car.
Yeah.
And
And over whatever junk and
Yes,
and
also,
garbage might be in the
there
floorboard.
was her backyard blessings bag thank you backyard blessings, that she had left in the car. So as she's scooting over the pumpkin, her backyard blessings bag falls out of the car.
Oh my gracious!
And so the teacher there, bless her heart, she had to help Zuzu get over the pumpkin and then pick up the backyard blessings bag and put it in the backseat of my car.
Yeah.
And I promised her that tomorrow morning I will have the back seat cleaned out.
It's gonna be clean. How about the front floorboard? Is it gonna be clean too?
Yeah. At least the back seat.
That didn't sound like
At
it.
least the back seat and the back floorboard will be cleaned out so Zuzu can scoot out of there.
Okay, since we're on the air and I'm gonna try to sound good and look good, I promise I'll help you get that cleared out.
Okay.
And now she'll definitely hold me to
But
it.
I
'Cause
was embarrassed, and I just was wondering if anybody else out there has had something embarrassing like that happen in the car line, which I'm sure they have.
see, I was expecting something much more embarrassing. I thought there was gonna be a bathroom involved.
No, that's usually afternoon. Let me tell you, if it's a long line and you have to wait for over 30 minutes in that car line, they need to have porta potties lined up outside.
Well, I mean, if you're willing to use, if it's an emergency and you're willing to use a porta potty,
and you're stuck there in the
Yeah.
car line, I mean,
because I honestly
you
would
can't
rather
really go anywhere.
I would rather go in my pants than use a porta potty. That's how nasty porta potties are to me. Like I'll get in there and I'll start gagging. It's awful.
No. And let me tell you, I was happy when somebody told me that there's porta potties at Gamble Park because that's close proximity.
Well, that was kind of a halfway point when you're picking up kids at one side of the
If you're
city
going
and
from
then you're going
Maddox to the high school.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, there's other places you could stop though that have cleaner bathrooms than a porta potty. Is what
I
I'm
just
thinking.
hate to use like a store's bathroom if you're not going to buy something there.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even use a store. I'd go into one of Bell State's buildings.
I'm not going to do that.
Excuse me there. I
You
got a
don't
little.
run by everybody and run to the bathroom and then leave. Like they know what you're going in there to do.
Well, that's probably true also. I was just checking to make sure I could hear you good here on my trusty headphones. I get in trouble sometimes because I don't put them on and listen. But you do. You sound good. I think I sound as well as I can sound.
All right, let's change the subject from.
But hey, I'm still talking about car rider lines though.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that goes on in a car rider line, and I hate waiting in line for anything, and I really hate waiting in line to pick up a kid. That's why I want the schools to know that we're not always running late. It's just the fact that I don't want to wait in line, so I show up, and my kid might be one of the last ones to be picked up.
Yeah, that's usually the case because we both hate waiting in line.
Yeah.
So we'll wait till we think that it will be at the end of the line to
Yeah.
get our child, and we'll let their child wait.
Yeah. Oh, and our kids know. They know that mom and dad are not going to be the first people in line. We never have been. We drove by yesterday. I guess it was me. It was me and Breeze drove through right at pickup time at T.R. Simmons, and I mean there are people from T.R. Simmons packed 2 lines deep, all the way back to the red light where you turn to go to Bevel State, and that was at like 2:15, 2:20, and they don't start letting kids out till almost 3. It was going to be back to downtown by the time 3 o'clock got here.
Yeah.
And I thought, why are you sitting there waiting on your kids for that long? Like these kids are spoiled.
They are.
Definitely.
They want their parents to be like the first ones
Yeah.
to pick them up. Like I can't imagine just sitting in the car line and waiting that long.
Oh yeah. I heard somebody earlier take take a proverb out of context, the one about sparing the rod, spoiling the child, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And really, you know, it's not all about beating your kids. It's more about like kind of pointing them in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you sitting there in that line for an hour just waiting on little Johnny, that's not pointing them in the right direction. You got other things you could be doing.
I mean,
Uh,
I understand if they have to get somewhere like at 3 o'clock, like right after 3 o'clock, if they want to be the first ones to pick them up because they've got to get somewhere. Like I understand that, but if you're just waiting because your child wants you to be
yeah,
the first
the
one, to
first
pick
one
'em
in
up,
line.
no.
Come on, people. And but I do now. I do want to brag. The right now we just have somebody going to Memorial Park, so that's the school that I'll talk about. In the mornings, they have two teachers. It's the same teachers. I have no idea who they are. They are the friendliest people
They are.
early in the
They are
mornings.
so friendly.
And I know I'm not friendly at that time of the morning, but they are both super friendly. They tell you to have a great day, and then in the
It just
afternoons,
makes you feel like you're going to have a good day because they're a friendly face, and you feel like your child's going to have a good day
yeah,
because they're so friendly.
yeah, you feel like somebody's welcoming your child in. They're going to take care of them throughout the
Mhm,
day.
mhm.
But then at the end of the day, you get there, and it's always a line to wait in at the end of the day, unless you show up like we do as like the last parents to get there. But the teachers have changed, and it's not the same two teachers that are out there in the morning. And but I mean, they're nice.
They're very nice, and I know all of them.
Yeah, we know all
So
of them.
they're very
They are very nice, but they like to get those kids in that car
Yeah,
and get that car moving.
they're a lot faster.
They're all ready to get out of there. And there's no monkey business going on.
You know,
Like,
it's get in the car,
yeah,
let's go.
yeah. And so,
Well, you've got a long line, and there's people who are tired of waiting. So yeah,
yeah.
get those kids in the car, and then they go.
But they do a great job.
They do. They get it done.
All right, what are we moving to now? It's spooky season. Is that what we're going to next, or you got something else? What do you got?
No, I mean, I'd like to come on here and talk about us more and
Mhm.
our story, but we can talk about.
Do we have a story?
We have a long, long story.
Yeah, we can't fit
We've
it into
been
one.
married for 26 years.
Yeah, 26 years,
And, it
and we've
seems
been
like 50.
well, we've been together. This is 2025, correct?
Mhm.
We have been a couple as of November of this year, maybe October. I don't know when we really say we started dating, but it'll be 30 years
30 years.
at the end of October, early November, that we've been a couple and dating.
But we've known each other since we were in kindergarten.
Yeah.
So we've known each other pretty much our entire lives.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've gotten tired of each other
Long time.
many times over, especially you getting tired of me. But you know, I'm like a fungus. I just keep growing.
Yeah. Our senior year when we first started dating, it was like he just, couldn't get rid of him.
Yeah.
I eventually learned to adapt.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what everybody in my life does. I've got a lot of friends, but I don't know if they ever really wanted to be my friend. Well, let's see. What time is it? I gotta check my phone.
Keep up with the time now.
Yeah, well, it's 9:18, so we need to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll move on to the next subject. We've already talked about car rider line now,
Okay.
so we'll move on to the next subject when we come back. All right, thanks for listening so far
Thank
this
y'all. Y'all
morning.
come back.
We'll be right back on Live at 9 with James and Andrea Phillips on WJLX. And we're back on Live at 9 with James Phillips and Andrea Phillips this morning. And like I said, she's going to start joining me once a week, and we'll have guests come in to talk about things that are related to either things going on in our life or things for couples. We may even get some couple friends of ours in here. I've got a few of them popping around in my head that would be good guests, I think, too.
Also, we mentioned Sarah Akins. Sarah, get back in touch with me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I don't want to. I guess I'll give away what I want her to do.
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought that.
Sarah.
What we want her to do.
Sarah on Facebook, she works for Lavish, does a lot of modeling for them and stuff like that. But she does makeup, and especially in the month of October, she does like Halloween makeup.
That is awesome.
And it's incredible. And so what I'm hoping that she can do is, because the makeup is so good, I don't know how she can do it in an hour. But I want her to come in and have a conversation about how she started doing makeup and all that kind of stuff, but do a Halloween makeup in an hour.
Tutorial.
Yeah.
And maybe, like, if I come with her, she could teach me how to do it. Actually, maybe I could do it with it or something. Because I would like to know.
See, now you're just trying to get a free makeover or something out of this. I know what's happening
Halloween makeup.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. I know my girls love that stuff.
Yeah,
they
it would
try
be.
to, do scary makeup, and they scare us sometimes.
Yeah, they came. Yes, they have
Daisy.
scared us. Daisy
She came in our
definitely.
bedroom one night with her scary makeup on.
Oh,
It was so creepy.
I didn't even know it was her. Well, we mentioned right before we went to break that it is the start of spooky season. We're in October. It's my favorite month. We mentioned earlier about all the different awareness things, which is a good reason for it to be my favorite month. But really, Halloween's my favorite holiday. Our son was born on Halloween. That was not your choice, really.
Not a great idea.
Yeah, but
Because nobody will come to your child's birthday party if it's on Halloween night.
yeah, you got to schedule around it. But it's always good. You can have costume parties every year, and everybody can always dress up.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I always wrote about, and I even talked about earlier this week when I had Barry Bangers on here, we were talking about movies for a second, and he is scared to death of horror movies. Like, he will not watch a horror movie, and he said it goes back to when he was a small child. He watched Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And it scared him to death to where he, like now, even as an adult, he's like 6'2", 300 pounds,
Yeah.
and he's scared to death to watch a horror movie.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that one. I think I was about 8 years old, which is way too young to watch that. But, yeah, my parents let me and my brother, he was like 4, watch Nightmare on Elm Street, and I couldn't sleep for a week probably because it was so scary.
Yeah.
My little brother, Steven, he was 4 years old and had a Freddy Krueger T-shirt that he wore to Disney World.
Yeah, I remember seeing y'all's family picture from Disney World, and here's little Steven wearing a Freddy Krueger shirt that's got the claw sticking out and everything, like smiling.
Yeah, like he was a superhero.
On the happiest place on earth.
Uh-huh.
And he's got his Freddy Krueger shirt on.
T-shirt on.
And I can't believe your mom allowed that.
I can't either.
As the lady that I have known as my mother-in-law for the last almost 30 years.
I'm thinking that had to be a present from somebody else in the family.
Yeah, probably so. If you're listening in or watching on Facebook or YouTube, put some of your favorite. We're making a list because we try to watch a scary movie or something Halloweeny about every night during October with the kids and
Try to watch it with the kids. If
just
it's
me and
long, it's
Andrea too.
appropriate for the kids to watch.
We're fairly liberal, so we'll let the kids watch just about anything.
And I honestly do not like scary movies.
Yeah.
But because I have been married to James for 26 years,
Yeah.
I've had to watch a ton of scary movies.
Well, and I need to say, when I was a kid, my mother would not let me watch scary movies. And she would not let me, for some reason, she came up with the age 13. And when I turned 13, I could watch scary movies. And I did. I watched I caught up on scary movies. And even started writing. Anybody went to school with us, I'm sure they remember back in like 7th, 8th grade, I would write scary stories and include people that were in our class in it and stuff. And
I didn't know you did that.
You didn't know I did that? Yeah, yeah. I wrote scary stories all the time, and I would include, it'd be people who were in the movies, but I'd make my own stories up with it.
Yeah.
And I kept them in what's those bound journals with the black and white on the front,
Yeah.
I had like 10 of those filled with scary stories.
Do you think your mom still got them?
I don't know. They're probably in that old trailer that has been covered and smothered, and
I would love to get them and read some.
Oh, I would be scared to read them now. I'm sure it's awful. But maybe they might be worth something one day. I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say, we did not let our children watch scary movies when they were little either, or I didn't.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure James probably let them.
Until the last child, Zuzu is 8, and she's watched scary movies.
Now, Zuzu has, but she will not watch.
Yeah, now she's a little timid about watching them.
Yes, probably because we started her young watching.
Yeah, she was about 4, and we watched. I think we went through all the Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't a good.
Not a great
That probably
idea.
wasn't a good father thing to do, but
No.
my dad let me watch Porky's when I was a kid. So
That was definitely not a great thing to do.
not a horror movie, but I mean, if anybody's ever seen Porky's, you know that the 5-year-old probably shouldn't have been watching it.
I remember that our kids snuck, or was sneaky,
Yeah.
and they watched Child's Play, the Chucky movies, because somehow they had heard of Chucky,
Oh yeah.
and they wanted to watch those, so they did watch those.
Now our 14-year-old does have a Chucky blanket that she
Yes.
really loves. Now the only movie that I remember watching as a kid, there was actually 2 scary movies that I remember watching as a small child. One of them was The Twilight Zone, the movie. And I remember so vividly after watching that having a scary dream, a nightmare that night. My brother and I slept on bunk beds, and I was on the bottom bunk.
Sorry about that.
Come on, lady, you got to turn your phone off. But I remember I was sleeping on the bottom bunk, and you look up and all you see is the the bottom of the bunk above you, and that gremlin that's on the plane in the
Yes,
Twilight
that was
Zone
so
movie.
scary.
I saw it. I saw his face on the bunk above me, and I just started freaking out. And I'm pretty sure I screamed and got my parents involved. And then the other movie that I watched as a kid that just it changed the way I looked at my dad for a long time was The Shining, because my dad in those days kind of favored Jack Nicholson's character. He had the hair, same kind of hair.
Yeah.
And my dad was always such a quiet guy. Like it just once I saw that movie and Jack Nicholson goes stir crazy and starts using an axe to tear into the bathroom and everything.
Yeah.
For years I thought, what's it going to take for me and my brother to make him snap?
Well, I'm sure you drove your dad crazy when you were younger.
Yeah.
And I could see that.
And I mean, he's a hardworking guy, like he worked with his hands and he built stuff, and like he knew how to yield an axe, and we had gone through an old Yeller type moment when I was a kid where he had to put one of my dogs down. I mean, I knew he was cold-blooded if he had to be.
And what about that snowstorm of '93 when y'all were snowed in?
Oh, yeah. Well, luckily I was a little older by then. I would have been like 13 or so by then, I guess. But
Was it '93 that this?
yeah, the blizzard of '93.
Yeah.
And we were snowed in. And, I mean, he could have went crazy, but luckily he never did.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Dad. But let's talk about, I've done columns over the years on horror movies, like my top 10 and things like that. But what are some of your?
Well, you know this, that I'm terrified of clowns.
Oh yeah.
And the first movie I remember being really scared at was It.
Yeah.
I don't even think I watched the whole movie. I just saw the part where the clown was there, and that was it. I was scared of clowns from then on, and I never wanted to watch that movie. And it still scares me.
See, I love clowns.
Yeah, I know.
I've always loved clowns. I love to dress as a
He
clown.
likes to dress as clowns for Halloween.
For
not all
Halloween
the time.
sometime. Well, I mean, even on a regular day, I'll dress as a clown. She might just walk in and see me watching TV with clown makeup on.
That's scary.
But, I mean, I even went to, this is a little known fact about James Phillips. You know it. I went and tried out for clown college
Yeah, I know
our
that.
senior year of high school. Several of us did. And I got a letter and was going to be accepted into clown college if I wanted to attend.
You would have been an awesome clown.
I'm super proud of that fact. But I didn't go. I didn't do that. I was in love with a girl.
You should have followed the other dream.
I know. What was I thinking? But okay, it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
The newer ones, I still think the original is creepier. I think Tim Curry as that clown is so creepy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Tim Curry's creepy
Tim Curry is creepy, just
anytime.
him. But as it,
Yeah.
I mean, he's so versatile. He was like in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Which is another one of my favorite
James loves
movies
that
that
movie.
I watch every Halloween season. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Please, yes,
I love the music in it. I'm
let
gonna
your
say that.
let
I
your
love
kids
the
watch
music.
the Rocky
No,
Horror
do not
Picture
let your
Show.
kids watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
All my kids
But
have watched it, and they've all turned out wonderful.
the music is really good.
Music is great.
Love Meatloaf. Let me just say.
Yeah, Meatloaf's good in there.
Also,
I like to eat meatloaf.
Jaws. Jaws was one of the scariest movies ever for me. Would not go in the ocean, even in pools would scare me after watching Jaws. And of course, I grew up swimming at Smith Lake, and I thought there could be a shark in Smith Lake. But anyways,
Well, my mother tells me the story of when Jaws came out. She went and watched it at the theater, and she would not go in the ocean for years. I remember as a kid myself, it was 6 or 7 years after Jaws came out, and she would not go in the ocean when we went to the beach.
yeah,
Like, she was scared to death.
yeah, it was so scary. And then we went to Universal several years ago,
Yeah.
and actually got to ride the Jaws ride.
Yeah, before they retired the Jaws ride.
Yes, and it was so fun. The best ride I've ever been on.
Not scary at all.
No, it wasn't that scary.
Yeah. We knew it was a fake shark.
But still, it felt like you were part of that movie.
Well, now, you bring up shark movies. There's a lot of shark
There are a
movies
lot
out
of
there.
shark movies.
And our kids love, like, even Zuzu likes to watch shark movies.
That is the scariest thing for her is a shark movie.
Yeah, but she likes to, like, The Meg and all those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one that she didn't watch with us because it was pretty intense, we just watched the other day, is called Dangerous Animals.
Yeah.
And it's a new movie that just came out this year. And that was a really good movie. Like, it's one of my favorite movies that we've seen this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a serial killer who they kidnap people and feed them to sharks, and they video it.
It was creepy.
Yeah, very intense. The guy that's in it, that's the serial killer, he's an Australian guy. And, like, now after seeing him in that role, I really feel like he's a serial killer. Like, I don't know what else he could be in and me not think that. But that was a cool movie. If you haven't checked it out, I would recommend it. What else you got on your list of things that you just have to watch Halloween season?
I want to talk about some kids' movies. Like every year, me and the girls have to watch Hocus Pocus. We love Hocus Pocus. I think everybody who has kids has to watch Hocus Pocus. You know, it's just, I don't know if it's a guy. I don't know if guys generally want to watch Hocus Pocus. James don't really get into it that much, but I know the girls do.
I don't like Hocus Pocus. I think it's boring. The sequel is terrible.
No.
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. Okay, go ahead.
Also, Charlie Brown. We always watch
Great
Charlie
Pumpkin.
Brown,
The Great Pumpkin. Yep.
And then Beetlejuice is another one.
Another one that the sequel was not very good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think they shouldn't have made the sequel. I think they should have just left the classic original.
Yeah, there was no need to redo Beetlejuice. Like, it was a great movie. We didn't have to see more Beetlejuice. But, I mean, there were parts of the second one. It's worth a watch.
Yeah,
Don't not watch it, but it's just not nearly the level of the original.
yeah, I agree. Let's see. And then our kids loved Winona Ryder's character in that. They
Right.
just loved it.
Well, our kids like weird characters anyway.
They
Like,
love Coraline.
I was about to say Coraline is one.
They've always loved that show, or that movie, I mean.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Corpse Bride, any of those kind of cartoons, they love those.
Was it Frank and Weenie?
Frank and Weenie,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, they love the Spooky Buddies.
Spooky Buddies, yeah, we've had to watch
First
that.
of the Halloween Hound.
Every one of our kids, I mean, even dating back to Stone, we have 5 children, and they ranged from 22, about to be 23, to 8, and every one of them have loved Spooky Buddies, and we've watched it I don't know how many times.
Oh, every Halloween.
Yeah, every Halloween for probably 20 years.
Yeah. And then something we can watch with the kids is the Halloween baking shows. Me and James actually would really like to watch those
Yeah,
with the kids, and, it's just fun. Jurassic Park was scary for the
that's
kids.
not a horror movie.
For Stone and Zuzu.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were scared of
They
it.
were scared of those
Yeah,
dinosaurs.
yeah. I'm not watching
I'm
that
just
during
talking
October.
about for kids.
I know, but I'm not watching that during October. I don't know when Dinosaur Awareness Month is, but we'll watch it then.
Well, something I know that you watched when you were a kid that I will not let our kids watch was the Evil Dead series.
Oh, well, I didn't watch that until I was, 13.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yes, I did. I really I was gonna ask you, since you're moving on from the kids,
Okay, I'm moving on from the
to
kids.
what are some of your scariest movies that really scare you? And Evil Dead, the second one is the best of the series. If you're just going by movies, like the story's great, way better than the first one. And then you get a little crazy with the third movie's Army of Darkness, and it's more of a goofy comedy than a scary movie. But Evil Dead 2 is pretty scary and an interesting watch.
The beginning was always so scary to me, and then once it got into the middle or end, it just got so silly that it wasn't that scary.
Yeah, yeah. And another one that the sequel is better than the original, Friday the 13th Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because the original, it's Jason's mom the whole time. You don't get Jason until Part 2.
Yeah.
And Jason's where it's at.
Those movies were always so scary to me when I was little. Also, I was allowed to watch those movies, probably with my cousins, because they introduced me to a lot of scary movies.
Yeah.
That I probably wouldn't be able to watch at home.
Yeah.
Let's see, Friday the 13th, and then Halloween.
Oh yeah, the original Halloween is probably my favorite horror movie.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah.
Because you think about the masks that they sell at Halloween time.
Mm-hmm.
You always had Michael Myers, and then you had Jason, and then you had Freddy Krueger also. And then later on, you got into the Scream masks, because Scream was iconic, different kind of movie at that time that was totally scary, murder movie.
But it's about to be 30 years old. It came out in 1996.
Did it? It's been that long.
Because it was the year we graduated high school.
I can't believe it's been that long, but it was so scary.
Oh yeah, yeah. Scream was good. It was really original for its time.
For that time, yeah. And then you think a long time ago, Psycho.
Oh yeah.
It was so scary at that time.
Anything Hitchcock was so good, and it was more cerebral than it was it's not gory. It's not you have the shower scene I would say that's a slasher type thing, but it's much more just in your head thinking on it. And you got The Birds was a really good one.
That was a scary one. Anything Hitchcock was scary.
Rear Window, all those were good. Yeah.
Also, The Ring. When The Ring first came out,
Yep.
I don't think I slept for a month after that.
Yeah, and all of our daughters have somehow ended up looking like the girl that comes out of that well at times. They've always had a lot of them. They've always had long hair.
Long hair.
They don't shower a lot.
A lot of times, and they do look like that girl sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is very scary.
Yeah, yeah, they can be scary.
Saw, when Saw came out.
Yeah.
And that was another one that they sold the mask for that character.
Yeah. You were talking about mask earlier with Michael Myers. Do you know? This is a trivia for anybody that's listening. Do you know whose face that mask is made from?
No.
Oh, see, I'm gonna get you here.
Yeah.
William Shatner.
William Shatner.
I don't remember the exact story, but Google it.
Uh-huh.
Anybody that's listening, Google it, and you'll find out that it was somehow it was a mold of William Shatner's face that's used for the Michael Myers mask.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Yep.
Also, Jamie Lee Curtis, was that her breakout role in that?
I'd say yeah.
She was amazing in that, and then she's had such a longevity of her career. She's
Yeah.
done comedy, she's done horror,
Yeah.
she's done drama. Like her career has been so long, and it started with that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes.
I know you like Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think she's about 80 years old now. She's still very nice looking. Jamie Lee Curtis is.
When I was younger, the vampire movie that scared me the most was Fright Night.
Oh yeah, Friday Night was good.
Because it was like your neighbor was a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, that would just freaked me out.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite vampire movie?
Oh man, I like all vampire movies. I'll tell you one that I really like that most people, and it's not a scary movie, it's a comedy, is Once Bitten. Jim Carrey.
That was, yeah, I watched Once Bitten too, and it was funny.
Yeah.
Like, because it had Jim Carrey in it, of course.
Yeah,
but-
the very early Jim Carrey. And then I remember as a kid too, there was a Dracula movie, and it may just be called Dracula, I'm not sure, that had George Hamilton in it, and he was Dracula.
I do not remember that.
We need to look that up
Mm-hmm.
because I remember watching it as a kid and just loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's things that pop up in my head from childhood, and that's one of the movies I remember.
What was the Anne Rice movie with Brad Pitt and
Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with Vampire? That one was scary.
That one was, yeah. And then you had Bram Stoker's Dracula as well.
Yeah.
Love at First Bite with George Hamilton.
Love at First Bite. Yes, that was an amazing. Thank you, Brian Hale. I'm glad he's listening in there. That was George Hamilton at his peak, I think. Even better than
I
Clash
guess
of the
so.
Titans.
I don't remember watching that one.
Yeah, we're going to look that up today. Now, some of my, the ones that are the scariest for you that you've not mentioned at all
No, yeah, I was about to mention the
are things,
psychological
yeah, well,
the
like
psychological and the
spiritual.
spiritual ones.
Yeah.
I do not like.
Because you look
Probably
up.
more the spiritual ones I do not like to watch at all.
Well, see, I don't have a problem with them because as a somebody who follows Jesus, I'm not worried about all those things. He's got my back, you know. I mean, you don't want to, you know, dabble with a Ouija board, I guess, but
Yeah, just but knowing that there is that out there.
Oh, yeah, it's
that
definitely-
has
yeah.
happened to people.
yeah,
And could happen to people.
Oh, yeah.
like, just you don't want to mess with that, and I would never like. I don't like to watch those in our house because I don't want any kind of like evil presence
right,
brought into our house.
right, yeah. Well, The Exorcist is one.
Mhm.
Oh, it's so scary. Like,
Yeah,
because
The Exorcist was the first one where I was really creeped out, and I didn't want to watch that one again.
yeah, but we have.
Yeah,
And-
we have.
And then also like any of the Conjuring movies.
And then the Conjuring movies started, and those were so scary to me because, like, I just could see those movies happening, and I didn't want any part of that.
Yeah. Well, they run the gambit,
Mm-hmm.
and any of those. What's the movies that Insidious?
Insidious.
James Wan, I think's his name, the guy that's the director and producer of it, and he does a lot of. He's a Christian guy, and he makes a lot of these dark horror movies that are really really cool, but they've got spiritual themes to them.
Mm-hmm.
And those are good. The Insidious are good, but I get them. They have the same actor
Yeah.
that's in The Conjuring,
Yeah. So
so sometimes I get them a little mixed up.
Yeah. And then one we have watched recently is the Deliverance. It had Glenn Close as the grandma in it. Do you remember?
Oh
that?
yeah, I remember that.
And
That's a Netflix
it's-
movie.
Oh, was it Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Well, it was so scary because it was also like an evil presence came to this house, and it was like based on a true story.
Yeah.
But like it was really scary because it like went into the little boy, and then
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just
Like it was
scary.
scary.
and like I could
It was a good one.
totally see that one happening.
One that you probably don't have on your list that we've seen lately too. We're trying to name some that you can watch them this year for the first time. Presence because you mentioned the word evil presence. Do you remember the movie Presence? Had Lucy Liu in it. It's a kind of a lower budget. Excuse me. It's a family that moves into a house, and the whole movie is shot from the perspective of the presence.
Oh yeah, I do
Remember?
remember that. That was
Yeah.
that was
And there's a
weird.
twist at the end.
Yeah,
of,
that was a weird one, but yeah, I like that
that
one.
was a good one.
Some other ones that we've seen recently is Sinners, and I know you really like that movie.
Excuse me. Yes, Sinners was awesome. The music in it was so good.
The music was very good in that movie.
And it's like a twist of you get like your blues and you get Celtic music and there's vampires involved. Oh, you were talking about a favorite vampire movie. Now, I don't call this a horror movie at all, but I mean, it is vampires, and it would be my favorite vampire movie, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes,
Is
that was
the
what I was gonna
best
mention.
vampire movie ever made.
We were what, seniors or were first year
We had
of
just
college?
graduated high school,
Something
and that,
like
yeah.
that, and we went to see Dusk Till Dawn, and James absolutely loved it. He
Oh, my
loves
goodness.
anything Quentin Tarantino.
Yes,
And he loved that movie.
yes.
It
It's
was
the-
very original, I would say, because you think it's going one way, and then all of a sudden it goes a different way.
Yeah, yeah. And one of the such a sad thing about that movie is that I liked it so much, and we invited some friends over to watch it, and they
We thought
didn't.
they would love it just
Yeah.
as much as we
They didn't like it. They were shocked and scared, and I think we lost some friends over that movie, which I'm fine with.
I think they left very disturbed.
Yeah, yeah. So it's okay. But forewarning: if we invite you over to watch a movie, it could be something crazy. Now I'll tell you the one that we've seen in the last year that I really liked a lot too, is called Late Night with the Devil.
Yes.
And
that
it was
one
a-
very scary. That was another one that's anything demonic.
Yeah.
I just don't like to watch.
It's a late night talk show like a Jimmy Fallon show, but it's back in the '70s, so it's like kind of Johnny Carson ish. I think they even mentioned Johnny Carson in it. The guy has a young girl on there who is supposed to be possessed, and then also like the lady who's kind of studying her. It's wild, and it shows them, like all these movies, like they're horror movies, and they talk about evil things, but all of them, they're like a fable, because in the end, good always triumphs, or you're going to learn something from it. And the thing about this movie was, don't be so greedy that you'll put the devil on your talk show,
Yeah.
just to get some ratings.
Yeah, there was like a moral to that story.
Yeah, like don't do that. Like I'm not doing that on Live at 9. So
Let's see. Psychological thrillers is another one that just, those can be like really good, or I'm never going to watch that again. Midsummer. If anybody hasn't watched Midsummer,
oh yeah,
and you like psychological thrillers, I'd watch that one.
yeah.
It seems like it's, sort of strange and weird, and then by the time you get to the end of it, it's very shocking.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, and another one that came out this year too, the one with Hugh Grant.
Heretic.
Heretic.
Yeah, that was on my list.
Because I like anything that's kind of spiritual based too,
Yeah, and that one definitely
and
was.
especially if it makes you think about your own spirituality.
Exactly, yeah.
That was a good one.
That was one of them that it's not like demonic, but it had a spiritual basis to it.
Yeah.
But it was also like
Well,
it had a good lesson.
It kind of make you think everything that wraps itself in a God package might not be sent from God.
That's true. But
Yeah.
when you get down to real and false, like
Right.
discerning through that.
Right.
Let's see, what was another psychological one? Terrell had told me one, and I don't know if we've watched it, called It Follows.
Oh yeah, It Follows is really good. You've seen it.
I don't remember watching
And they're
it.
making a sequel, I believe, that's called They Follow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
we need to
don't
go
really
back and watch
remember that one.
It
though.
Follows. It's like it's something that gets connected to the person, and then it goes to the next person. I don't know. It's weird, but it's good. How about the Babadook? Do you remember that?
That one was very scary.
That was a good one. Or Barbarian is a newer one.
Barbarian was very scary. I
Yeah.
thought, it wasn't going to be that scary, but it ended up being very scary.
And it's wild. Like
Uh-huh.
you never know what's going to happen next.
We saw Death of a Unicorn.
The Death of the Unicorn was interesting.
It was interesting, I say.
Not scary.
Not scary, no. Anything that has Paul Rudd in it as a scary movie,
Yeah.
you know it's not going to be that scary.
He was in one of the Halloween movies.
Yeah, but it still wasn't that very scary.
Yeah.
Don't Move. Do you remember that one?
I don't know if I remember that one.
That one was the one where I don't know who was in it, but they injected you with. It was like they kidnapped you and they injected you with something, and it's where you couldn't move, but the girl could still see what was happening, but she couldn't move because it was like a tranquilizer or something.
Yeah.
She ended up making it to a cabin with a farmer, but the serial killer found her. You remember that?
I do remember now. Yeah.
It was like psychological
And
scary.
one thing, and we're quickly running out of time, but one group of movies that I will mention that are newer, that's kind of a scary movie based, is the Pearl and
Yes.
Maxine and
Well,
X.
those were just weird to me. I don't think that they were that scary.
Yeah, I mean they kind of feel of like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Yeah,
the early
something
one
like
did.
that.
X did, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre is another of the classics that I really like.
Psychological thriller that really scared me was Get Out.
Oh,
and
Get
then
Out, yes,
Us
yes.
By, is it Key or Peele? Does
That was Jordan Peele.
Is it Jordan Peele? Or
Yeah.
Key?
Jordan Peele, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, those were so scary. Long Legs. That was a
was Nick Cage, yeah.
movie. Did you like that? I'm not for sure if I liked that one or not.
I liked it. I like Nicolas Cage in anything. He's amazing. I'd like to hang out with him. I really would.
You and Nicolas Cage are a lot alike, I'd say. I
Yeah.
think y'all would have a good time together.
No, we'd have a good time. We'd be having a good time. I'd get in trouble.
We watched Weapons.
Weapons, we went to the movies and saw that. And we saw The Monkey at the movies at some point this year, too.
Yeah, I didn't really. It was like a sequel to The Shining. The Shining,
No,
What
it was its
called?
own story, but it's a Stephen King.
Yeah.
You're talking about Monkey Shines.
Monkey
It doesn't
Shines.
have anything to do with Monkey Shines.
I thought it was. Like a
No,
sequel.
doesn't.
Well, anyways, it wasn't. I didn't think it was that great.
Okay. Hey, I'll tell you one before we go, because it's one of my favorite movies I try to watch too at Halloween time. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. It's just good. You got to watch it if people haven't seen it. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
And then coming up is The Long Walk. That's when I was wanting to.
Oh yeah. Now, what was the one? I can't remember the name of it. We watched it this year, and it was shot from the perspective of the killer, and he was walking in the woods a lot. You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
And
That
it was
one
actually
good
it was a great
because
movie,
it
but
was different.
it was kind of relaxing. I ended up falling asleep during it because he was
Because it's like
walking in the
leaves
woods and it's
rustling.
leaves rustling and birds chirping and stuff. I wish I could remember it. I'll go back to the comments and put the name on there. All right, you got anything else to share before we go?
Oh, okay. Let me say this. A movie that I'm warning that if you haven't watched it, don't watch it. Was Hereditary. You remember it had
Oh, that's
Toni
good.
Collette in
Yeah,
it.
that's a
Like,
good one.
it was so psychologically
Yeah,
disturbing that I will never watch that movie again, and I would not ever let my kids watch that movie. I know when it came out, the kids were wanting to watch it, and I was like, no, you cannot watch this movie.
Yeah, that's a disturbing one.
Yeah,
But
I
it
will
was
never watch
it
that
was pretty
movie
good.
again.
It didn't disturb me any more than I already am.
It really disturbed me. But I don't know.
Anything else for
I
today?
would say scary movies. Research them. They
Yeah.
can be fun and funny, and but
We just gave you a huge list of scary movies that you can watch this Halloween season. And then, like I said, Andrea is going to come in and join me once a week. And over the next few weeks, we're going to set up some guests. We do want to talk about infant loss this month because that's a big thing in our lives. Probably going to get somebody from Halo to come in and talk. They're a great group here
Brandy, maybe.
locally, Brandy Woods or somebody like that to come in and talk. And then also it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which has been something that has hit our family in a variety of ways, but especially with Andrea fighting it over the last year. And then also it's Mental Health Month, and want to do that. And we will have a again, Wellness Wednesday coming up. That's when we'll talk about mental health.
Then we have Heart.
Will be Hart coming in, later in the month. One of their counselors will be here, so you guys can ask questions ahead of time.
Questions together.
Go ahead and buzz those into the station, and we'll have a post out early as soon as we pick the date for them to come in, where you can ask questions too. So that'll be a full month of once a week having Andrea in the studio to talk about some things that are near and dear to us, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, hey, guys, thanks for listening today. I want to remind you, tomorrow on Live at 9, I got Matt Mitchell coming in. He's only got like 100 million followers on social media, so that should be fun. We're going to talk about Frog Festival in Summerton this weekend. If you don't have plans, go ahead and mark that down and go to Frog Festival. So tomorrow morning, got Matt Mitchell here. Until tomorrow, be kind and love, and we'll see you tomorrow on Live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX.